Good morning, Randolph Clay family, especially my students in band and in music appreciation. Today we're going to be looking at time signature, and we're going to be starting with 4/4. Now, when you look at a time signature, the top number, and this is the most important thing, is going to tell you how many beats are in a measure. The bottom number tells you what kind of note gets one beat. So you take that bottom number and put a 1 over it, and that tells you a quarter note is going to get one beat. So let's take a look. We're not going to worry about clapping the rhythms, okay? But you can see each quarter note is one beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't have 4 till you have the 3 that are in front of it. Now, when we have a whole note, you guys remember that a whole note is worth 4 beats. So all 4 of these beats, 1, 2, 3, and 4, are part of this whole note. So what we do to signify that is we put a parenthesis around beats 1, 2, 3, and 4. That shows that all 4 of those beats are in that whole note. Now the next measure we have here, we have half notes, and we know that half notes are worth 2 beats apiece. So what we do to signify that is we know that beats 1 and 2 are going to be part of this first half note. And we put parentheses around it. And then we know that beats 3 and 4 will be with this second half note. Okay. So if we look down here, we have a half note followed by 2 quarter notes. Well, we know then that these first 2 beats are going to be part of that half note, so we put a parenthesis around 1 and 2. That takes us to our last note here, which is a whole note, which means that we're going to put parentheses around 1, 2, 3, and 4, because we know that a whole note equals 4 beats. So let's apply that to what we're doing down with our exercises. Okay, we're looking at these quarter notes here. We don't have to do anything fancy, just 1, 2, 3, and 4. Everything's correct. Now take a look here. We have a half note. A half note is going to have 2 beats. So that means beats 1 and beats 2 are going to be in parentheses. Beats 3 and 4 are quarter notes, so they don't need any parentheses. Then we look at our next measure. We have 1, 2, because they're both under quarter notes. But look at 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are under a half note, so we're going to have to put parentheses around them. That takes us down to line 3. You guys can finish the rest of line 2 by yourself. It says, right on number 3, write a 4/4 time signature after the clef sign. Please don't forget that, because that's going to be part, alright, that's going to be worth some points. It's part of your grade. So we just take a 4 and a 4. We don't have to put a line between it because it's not a fraction. Now that we have that there, we can count our counts out, our rhythms. But you need to take a look here. You see the notes are now on different pitches. It doesn't matter. All that matters in these exercises are the note values. So we have 1, 2, because they're 2 quarter notes. Now we have our half notes, 3 and 4, which means we have to put it in parentheses because it's under a half note, and a half note gets 2 beats. You'll notice this measure and this measure may look different pitch-wise, but counting-wise, 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 are in parentheses. That means rhythmically these 2 measures are the same. Down here, we get a little more complicated. It says write a 4/4 time signature after the clef sign. Well, we know how to do that. Then it says write in the counts below the notes, draw the missing bar lines. Whenever you get to beat 4, right after that you're going to draw a bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. You draw your bar line. Let's take a look at our next measure. We have 1, 2. Those are both quarter notes. Then we have 3, 4, parentheses, because they're under half note, bar line, because we got to 4. This measure and this measure are going to be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, and parentheses. Then we're going to draw a bar line. Whenever you get to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to draw a bar line. And that is the same down here. We have 1, then we have a half note. So 2 and 3 are going to go under that half note. Then we have 4, draw your bar line. And that's how we complete today's worksheet. Stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.